It's time to embrace your shape. I'm Sheila, I'm a personal stylist, and I help women find the best styles that suit their body shape, their coloring, and their personality so they can dress well with ease. For the best style tips, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell, and you'll be notified every Tuesday when I upload a new video. Today, let's talk about your shape, embracing your shape, and some of the styles that will look really good on your shape and those styles that you want to avoid. In April, I'll be offering a 6-week online course, How to Create Your Signature Style. If this is something that interests you, hang around to the very end and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. So let me ask you something. How satisfied are you with your body shape? If you answered totally satisfied, you are one of the few women who've answered that way. If you're thinking, I could never feel good about my body shape, this is wrong, that's wrong, everything is wrong, well then it will be a lot harder for you to find styles that suit you. How easy or how difficult it is for you to get dressed and feel good about how you're dressed has a lot to do with how you feel about your body shape, and a whole overall appearance. When you start to appreciate your body, you will feel a lot better about finding the right styles that go with it. Let me tell you a little story. Let's go back in time. When I was about 35, I was teaching aerobics and I was a fitness instructor. And I was teaching an aerobics class to a group of women in their 80s. And what really struck me at that time was in the dressing room, those women who didn't have the young bodies that the 25-year-olds did, because I taught another class of like 30-year-olds. I noticed a difference between the two groups. The 80-year-olds were very free and easy and happy, and they didn't need to lock themselves up in little rooms to get dressed as the 25 and 30-year-olds did. So here are the 30-year-olds who are brand new, pretty much, young bodies, and they would go into the closets and get dressed. But the 80-year-olds didn't do that. So I was thinking at the time, why is that? And what I've come to realize is that usually when you get to that age, you become content with your body. You start to have a certain respect for your body, and you're looking at life in a totally different way. They were also very happy-go-lucky women as well. So it's my philosophy now that live that way now, don't wait. And if I could say anything to younger women, that would be it too. Start loving your body the way it is right now. You're not going to get a new one. You're not going to get a different one. And just think of all it does for you. So start dressing your body in that way and you will feel a lot better. One of the first ways to do this is stop focusing on your flaws. Start thinking about how you really want to look and the things you love to wear. What do you need to have that perfect style? Do you need to revamp your closet? Do you need to learn how to mix and match? Maybe you need to learn your body shape. You don't need a lot of clothes to look great, and I would suggest that you start with just a few pieces that are easy to mix and match and then gradually build. So now let's move on to those best styles and those worst styles. Those styles you might want to avoid and the styles that you want to keep. And the reason I'm going to talk about these styles is because when you start wearing the styles that suit your body shape, you're going to like it more because your body is going to look better. When you put the wrong styles on your body, you will accentuate the things that you don't like. So there's always a way to make it look better. I'm going to show you the best style for each body shape, and I'm going to show you the worst style for each body shape. And the reason for this, if you start with just one style, now it's easier because you're not focusing on a lot. So you can start with just one style at a time. So, and then also, if you start with that one that doesn't look good, you can go to your closet and take out anything that you have that is that style that's not so good for you. So focus on that one style first that looks good for you, and then you won't get confused trying to think about all the different styles and all the different shapes, because it can become overwhelming if you're new to it and you're trying to think about, well, I've got a short waist, I've got long legs, I've got short arms or long arms, and I've got this and that. So just focusing on one at a time, getting that one down will help you. So first, let's talk about the rectangle body shape. This shape has few curves. It has a small bust, a small hips, and there isn't much of a difference between the hip and the waist measurement. So as it says rectangle, there isn't much shape. So the goal is to create shape. That one piece is a tapered or tailored jacket, a jacket that comes in at the waist and goes out. So it creates that little curve along the waistline where there isn't a curve. So when you get this one and you start thinking about that curve, then you'll start thinking about when you buy something else, if it has a curve. If you buy clothes that have that curve in your rectangle shape, you're going to create more curves in your body. Well, actually, you're going to create the illusion of a curve, not a curve. And what you want to avoid are jackets that are boxy. Let's say a jacket with shoulder pads or well-defined shoulders and then are straight down with patch pockets, for example. If you do have a jacket like this, you could make it a little bit more structure by adding a belt. That would do it. But generally avoid boxy clothes. Anything that's boxy. It could even be a dress. So just think about, we're looking for structure, curves around the waistline, avoid boxiness around the waistline. So now let's talk about the hourglass body shape. This one has a well-defined waistline. So if this is your shape, you have curvy hips, you have a curvy bust, and you have a well-defined waistline. So you've got lots of curves. And of course, if you have this shape, you will want to accentuate it. And you accentuate it with a sheath dress. That is a sheath dress that is tailored to fit your body shape and shows off all the curves. Again, this will be true for everything you buy, every article, whether it's a top or a dress or a jacket. Buy those that define your waistline, so that mold to the curve of your waistline. What you want to avoid are empire dresses. So an empire dress falls right from under the bust line, which just creates a straight line. And you do not want to do that because now you're hiding all your curves and you don't want to hide your curves. So for the hourglass figure, show off your curves, don't hide your curves. So stay away from anything that's puffy around the waistline. The inverted triangle body shape has wide shoulders, a large bust, a smaller waist, and small hips and small legs, a flat derriere. So there are very few curves. So if you're this body shape, what I would look for are skirts that are full and come just at the knee or a couple of inches above the knee. So you're going to want to make that bottom half look larger. So skirts that are A-line and they flare out, or skirts that are pleated or gored. Anything that will make your bottom half look larger. You can also get dresses that have that same kind of bottom half. What you'll want to avoid are pencil skirts. Pencil skirts will emphasize the slimness of your hips and create more of that inverted triangle shape, whereas the A-line skirts will create more balance. The triangle body shape. This shape has narrow shoulders, a small waist, and larger, full, curvy hips. You have this body shape. One of the best styles you can wear are tops with horizontal lines across the shoulders. These lines will make your shoulders appear wider and balance with your hips. There are different ways to have this line in a top. You can have the line made in the material, or you can have it as part of the structure of the material. If you have this body shape, the one thing you want to avoid is a jacket that ends right at the largest part of your hips. That is, if you're wearing a jacket that's a different color than your pants. So if you're wearing a white jacket and black pants, where those two meet creates a line and it will draw attention to the whitest part of your hips. You can wear a jacket that length if you wear that bottom half the same color. So if your jacket and your skirt or your pants are the same color, that's okay. But avoid jackets that are a different color and create that line. The one piece that looks great on the oval body shape is the wrap. And maybe it's a wrap dress or maybe it's a wrap top. It doesn't matter. The wrap is what creates that very flattering look. For the oval shape, what you want to avoid are large patterns. So if you choose a pattern, choose smaller print. Stay away from large, bold, colored patterns. So let's talk about the Create Your Signature Style online course. This is for you if you're frustrated with your closet, you have trouble mixing and matching, you want to dress to suit your body shape, you want to dress to suit your signature style, and you want to know your best colors, but you don't know where to start. And you also want to have the guidance of someone holding your hand as you go through it. It will be starting in April. It will be online, like I said, and it will be 6 modules. So 6 weeks, you'll get 1 module each week. You will get the instructions to go through the modules, you'll get the videos, and then you will have a group chat where we can go in and ask your questions. And then once a week, we'll get together on a group call and you will get your questions answered. If this is something that interests you, you can put your name on my list and I will let you know just before the course starts. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and keep on styling.